What's going on, people? Thank you for tuning in to another YouTube video. So, as you know, this is a weekly thing now. I'm trying to produce as much content as possible for you guys, give out real expectations of trading, of being a trader, different parts of my journey, things that have helped me, and basically just want to give back and help you guys. Mainly because when I started, there was a lot of crap out there. There still is. Then if not even more. But just wanted to, kind of give back, help people, try and guide people a little bit. Helping people makes me happy. It's as simple as that. I'm not doing this for any other reasons. I just want to quickly lead into something to address it once and for all before moving on to today's topic. So I'm starting to see a few people creep out the woodwork, giving it the old... just haters really on YouTube. Used to it on Instagram, different ball game on YouTube. YouTube does quite well to get rid of comments without you having to do anything, which is pretty cool. For me lately, I'm protecting my happiness. I'm focused on leveling up as a person. I'm not interested in beef. I'm not interested in drama. I haven't got time for it. But I just want to say something directly to those of you that feel like you need to say something on a video or in a comment. Do me a favor, right? I do not want your view on my video at all. So don't even click the video. Jog on, right? If you do click the video and you don't like what I say, I don't give a shit what you think about me or what I'm doing. So again, set yourself on fire, right? Number 3, rather than wasting that energy on me or anyone else that you might troll or anything that you think you need to do, focus on yourself, focus on your own development, focus on being a better version of you, and I guarantee you in a year's time, you'll be in a better place, and you'll probably have a smile on your face, and you won't be so miserable. If you feel that you have an opinion you want to voice, do this. Get some paper, write your opinion on a piece of paper. Nice and neat, right? Write it down. Step 2, scrunch the paper up. Step 3, lie on your left or right side, get the paper, shove it up your ass. That is what I think of your opinion, all right? I'm not talking about this anymore. You guys actually want to see value, do not need to keep listening to it, but I just wanted to address that once and for all. If you do feel that you want to leave negative feedback or comments, I'm going to send you this video. I don't care, okay? Brilliant. Had to get that off my chest, had to move forward with it. I won't be addressing it anymore because it's boring, it's wasting my time. I'm never getting that time back. Nice one. Anyway, so happy thoughts, positive thoughts. So today's video is going to be about expectations, how dangerous they can be in trading, and how that I feel over the last 6 months to a year since smart money. I'm not a fan of that word. Yes, I've used it. It's because it gets views, right? And I just want to get my stuff out there. I feel that it's created an expectation that to be classed as a good trader, you need to be hitting 1 to 100s, 1 to 500s every week, every day. And what it's doing is it's creating an expectation that you can come into this with your nan's 50 quid or some birthday money you've received or a little bit of money you've taken out of your wages, and you can flip it into $1 million like that. And it's a really bad expectation to have, and it's a really bad mindset to be in, because trading is not about making money. You shouldn't be focused on making money, because if you focus on that, I'm telling you now from experience, you're in for a real hard time. Yes, of course, we trade to make money, but we also trade for other things such as freedom, such as time, to do things that we always normally would be sitting in a job moaning about, we can then go and do. And it gives you, it's a wealth building tool, and it gives you a chance and an opportunity to essentially do other things in life and invest in other things, right? It's just the beginning. It isn't I'm going to be a millionaire in a month. And you have to get that out of your head, right? Now, I also want to showcase that, these people that maybe get 1 to 100s or 1 to 50s, and hey, I'll put my hands up. I've also been there and I've been a part of it. And it's something that I'm just sharing what I've found to help. You can tell me to piss off, whatever, but focusing on money, focusing on becoming a millionaire, you also understand and realize that that's not actually going to make you happy if you're not already happy. So you have to start, there's so much involved in trading other than just trading, and I think everybody forgets that, and everybody seems to think that trading is just technicals, and it's not. But if we go back to expectations quickly, right, you should never wake up and have an expectation that today you're going to make money, or that you're going to make RR, or you're going to make percent. You should never have an expectation that you have to trade. You should never have an expectation that the market has to give you something. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to wake up and trade. The sign of a true professional trader, if you wake up one morning and you're not feeling it, you don't feel right and in the mood, of course, get out of bed, smash your routine out and still do those things. But if you feel like you're not ready to trade, don't trade. A good trader knows when to be in the market and when to not be in the market. So you also need to kind of build up on that skill. And of course, it's very difficult, especially if you have friends or in a community where people are potentially trading daily. But I just want to kind of clarify that that's not what a trader is, and that's not what going full time is. You don't have to be a slave to the charts all week, every minute of the day, because you might as well stay in your 9 to 5 that you moan about. And what will happen is you'll start to moan about trading because you'll just say it takes up your whole life. Example, last week, I had a really busy week working on other projects, working on other things, getting back into a routine. As some of you notice, previous video, I think I had a white top on. I looked like a potato, mate. After I see that, I was like, nah, big man, you need to sort it out. So I've started getting back into my health. I've never been perfect shape. I've never been massively I have been overweight before when I had my daughter, and then there's a picture on my Instagram of me changing that. So I kind of was like, right, you know what? Health is a big thing for me, and I need to, not for anybody else, I couldn't care what people's comments are. Just for me as a person, I want to look good, I want to feel good, and it doesn't mean having a set of abs, it just means being in good shape, being healthy. And the thing with health is if you're consistent with health, it also helps with trading and other aspects of life, and I feel like it sets you up for the day. So I was focusing on that a lot last week, just getting back into the routine, you know, just kind of slowly coming back into trading. And I didn't trade most of the week. It wasn't the best week. It was a bit rangy, a bit crap. I see a lot of people trying to trade it and getting burned, and it will always teach you a lesson, so just take the lesson from it. I traded on Friday, I think. I took a trade on London, took 5.5%. Sick. Like, I had my whole week to do whatever I wanted and still made money. That's true freedom. It's amazing. You don't need to trade every day. When you trade every day, by all means, if you enjoy it and you want to trade every day and you feel comfortable, I'm not saying you can't. But what I'm saying is, if you have this expectation, and it goes back to focusing on others, right? If you've got an expectation of, oh, I need to make all this RR, I've got to do this to be good, I need validation, society tells me I have to do this, I have to do that, you're just going to fall down a rabbit hole and you're going to be trading for all the wrong reasons. I think, you know, I also want to just say that in the previous videos I've made where I've actually gone through trade stuff, which we've actually reached serious numbers, which I'm buzzing about, so I appreciate that. When I put 500% in a month or 40% in a week, it's not, look at me swinging my dick about. I'm not saying that's what you need to do, and I'm not saying that I made all that. Why I tried to do that was to try and showcase the amount of opportunity we have. And it's okay to not get in every move. It's okay to miss moves. It's okay to not take part in the markets. It's okay to be wrong. There's so much opportunity that if we want to, you know, be a professional trader, it's okay to take a small fraction of that and still be consistent. We have to remember, right? For you to be a consistent trader, realistically, your goal should be, can I make 10% per month? Now, how you make that doesn't matter whether you make it in day 1, week 1, or week 4. If you can make 10% a month, you can essentially get prop funding. You can essentially replace your full-time income or add to your full-time income. And let's remember, when you've got a live account on say, FTMO or any other prop firm or private investment or your own funds, you don't have to make 10%. You could make 5. It's still the equivalent to a job, but you're doing it anywhere in the world, or you're doing it to add to your job. You know, most millionaires have 6 or 7 income streams. You don't need to have this goal of, I have to leave work to be a trader. Of course, if you want to, brilliant. I wanted to, my reasons why, you know, kids, family, I felt that I don't want to work for someone else. I want to do my own thing and grow and do what I want and not have that boss. That's always been me. I've always aspired to that. But, you know, remember the power of 5-10%, because it's so overlooked nowadays. And what you have to remember, if we went back to where most of us probably started, baby pips, signals, crappy community groups that don't know what they're doing and teach you fib, crossover, EMA stuff, which, by the way, you know, people do that and make money on. I'm not digging anyone out. I'm just saying it didn't work for me, and that's what most people come into. If you were making 5-10% a month in that, with that kind of edge, mate, you're a G. Like, and you have to remember, from a hedge fund perspective or a big private investor, if you can say to someone, I can prove I can make 5-10% a month on average, they're going to invest. They're going to see you as not high risk. They're going to see you as potentially slow longevity, in the sense of you'll compound slowly throughout the months. Remember, on 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million, whatever it is, those 5-10% now have you interested, because you're like, whoa, that's a lot of money. Remove the money figure and just focus on percent. If you can do it on 100 quid, you can do it on 10 million, providing you don't focus on the figures and you focus on the percentages, right? But too many people come into this SMC life and feel that they can make millions and billions in week 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's such a bad expectation. And I see it, I'm involved in a big community in Phantom, and I see it a lot where people post a 5% or a 6% trade and they're like, oh, it's only 5%. No, like, it's huge. Like, stop that. Wherever you've got that expectation from, whether you've seen some Donny on YouTube or Instagram or whatever it is, remove it now. What I want to do with this video is I kind of want to leave it on a bit of a question, and I'd love for you guys to partake and just drop in the comments. It'd be great to read all of your kind of reasons why. So it'd be great if you could drop in the comments. Basically, I want to ask, why are you trading? What is your reason for trading? What is your reason for wanting to be a trader? And what does trading in essence mean to you? What does it give you? What are you working towards? Because if you can answer this question, it can kind of be the route to answering all the other problems and questions you have. Because once you answer that, let's say, for example, most people's tend to be freedom, work for yourself, time, family, see the kids, travel, whatever it is, right? All of those things more or less rely on you being able to make consistent profits, right? Because yes, without sounding hypocritical, you do need money to do those things, but you don't need millions of it. You just need an income, right? 10% on an FTMO, on one FTMO, will give you all those things you just asked for. Freedom, time, travel, see the kids, whatever it is that you want to do. If you think about it like that, and that's your why, that's all you need to be focused on. You have 22 days roughly, if you're not trading weekends like Bitcoin and crypto and whatnot, to trade in the markets, right? You don't need to make it on week 1, day 1, session, London session, New York. Chill out, man. Like, seriously, chill. And I might have lost a lot of you by now. You might have been like, oh, shut up, bruv, boring, jog on, mate, whatevs. If that's what you think, brilliant. If one person takes from this, I'm buzzing, mate. I've said it before, I don't need to do these videos. They take up my time. This is time right now where I could be chilling with the kids. I'm making a video. But I want to help. Phantom as itself wants to help. I'm just trying to expand it more, okay? Anyone that knows me from Phantom and sees me in the community, you'll know that we're all about helping. We're all about just trying to give that real insight into trading. I'm just trying to reach a bigger audience. I'm just trying to give out some free advice and information. Whether you take it or not, it's completely up to you. It's not financial advice or anything like that. It's simply just a different perspective on things. And I think, that word perspective is really key as well, because 10% is set for a challenge pass, 5% verification. Why do you need to make 50%? Who are you trying to prove it to, bro? No one cares. Like, you put on Instagram, made 50% today, cool. Doesn't matter. You might have made a shit ton of money. Do it every month. Did that 50%, was it full volume? Was it partialed out like mad? Does it actually end up becoming like a 1 to 10? Why not just have this? Why not have just got out, took your money and gone and enjoyed your day? Like, all these things as a trader, you need to put into place. Now, I'm not knocking people that can make that R, but remember, they didn't just start by making that R. They came up on a journey. They started just with consistency and smaller R, and then they started to remove the money aspect and realize actually money's not now the thing. I'm comfortable. Let's try and set some new goals and boundaries, and let's smash 20R, 30R, 40R, 50R. Brilliant. If that's what you want to do, great, but don't just come into it and do it. Just because you back tested and made a load of R, or you did a markup and made a load of R, doesn't mean that that's an expectation you should have waking up. You should just be grateful that you can wake up and do these things. You should be grateful that your feet touch the floor. You've got another day. Again, it sounds preachy, but these are all things that have really helped me, and they're things that I overlooked. You know, Albie a year ago didn't really have much money, if you like. I was always under the impression that that would change everything. I now have money. I'm not loaded, but I have more than I had, to a point where I feel comfortable. At the time, the happiness didn't change, and I was like, whoa. And it's because my values and thoughts were all wrong. My expectations were wrong. My focus was wrong. So I really want to kind of just get thoughts from you and make you think about, why am I trading? What does trading mean to me? How do I get there? Because once you understand why, you can then action a plan into creating that why, and then you can set steps and goals to achieve to making that a reality. But it also comes from you being accountable, taking yourself out of a scenario where you might be focused on someone else, taking yourself out of a scenario where you expect to make this percent, or you think it's normal to make that percent. You know, just be realistic, have realistic goals, have realistic thoughts. I'm not saying be limited, not limiting belief, I'm not doing any of that. But I think it's really important as a trader coming into the industry, whether it's your first time or whether you've been in it for a few years and not had success, don't just raise for 20, 30, 40R. I see people, and I've done it, you get in a trade and it goes, you take TP and it goes past that and it keeps going, right? Breaks lows, puts in new lows. Oh, damn it, man. Should have let that run. No, you got out, you took your money from the market, move on. You're always going to leave something on the table. It's part of being a trader. No one knows when it's going to go, oops, it's going to turn around there. It doesn't work like that. You can have confluences, but you don't know. So the three most important things in trading for me is risk management. You need to know how much you're risking, and a good risk management is key. Entry criteria, how do you get into the market? Exit, where do I get out? If you don't have that, you're in trouble. If you get into the trade and you don't know where you're getting out, problems, mate. Emotions are high, the chimp's kicking off, telling you this, telling you that. You're looking at numbers going up. You think you own the market. You take a break even. Maybe you were 10% up, took a BE. For me, that's pathetic. It's stupid. Shouldn't be doing it. Don't get me wrong. If that's you, I'm not knocking you. If that's you and you're cool with it, whatever. But you have to remember, these videos are for people that potentially are learning. These are for people that are trying to get to a point. If you're already above that and you're going to write something dumb, just don't bother, mate. I'm just trying to help. These are things that help me. You might not agree. Cool. That's your view. This is my view. This is my channel. Just giving out advice. For free, may I add. So I really want you guys to go and just think, why am I trading? What does it mean to me? What do I need to do to get there? Just drop it in the comments. You don't, obviously if it's personal, you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm just trying to get like an understanding of what people are actually aspiring to. You know, you might ask, what was my why, or what is my why? It was to be able to see my kids whenever I wanted, take them to school, pick them up from school. It was to not have to answer to a boss, ask if I can have a day off, ask if I can do something. It was to be able to grow myself and grow my own business, and potentially generational wealth that I can hand down to the children, or give the children a skill and a choice when they get to that age. If they want to learn this skill, they can. If they don't, cool. The why for me was freedom, and it was time. We don't get time back, and you know, when you think about it, it's important because it goes quick. We're nearly at the end of the year. It feels like a couple of months ago we were talking about summer in the UK. It's nearly the end of October, which means Christmas is coming, which means the New Year's coming. Have you managed to do the things you want to do this year? Have you ticked off the goals you'd set? Obviously, I'm not saying you have to tick off every goal. I'm just saying, have you done it? Have you action plans? Have you grown as a person? You know, all these things come from having time and freedom and that drive to actually, you know, do something else with your life. I'm not saying if you work a job, something bad. You might love your job. You could do this as a side hustle. Now you've got 2 sources of income. It could then lead into 3 sources of income, then 4 sources. Before you know it, you're on that way to that millionaire kind of trajectory, if that's a goal. How does financial freedom look to you? What does it mean? Yeah, so I think that was probably, did I 19 minutes? I thought I did about 10, my bad. I wanted to try and keep this one a little bit shorter. Yeah, I appreciate you all tuning in. I appreciate the love that you all give me. I'm sorry about the beginning when I had to kind of give that little rant, but it needs to be done, needs to be addressed, and then we move on from it. Nothing's going to bother me in that sense. I'm far too developed in myself to let internet trolls bother me, but I kind of wanted to address it so that they can just know, like, bore off. I hope this has helped. I hope this added some insight and some value. It was probably very waffly, my bad. Hope you like the new setting. Thought I'd change things up a bit. People said maybe move from where I was, so I've moved into the front room, not into the in the office. So yeah, I hope you all have an incredible week. I hope you have an incredible rest of your weekend, and I will catch you all next week. Peace and love, guys.